Welcome everybody to Mortal Kombat X's story mode. The reason I'm on the main menu right now is when we start, Johnny Cage is going to start talking and I don't want to cut him off. But just a brief synopsis here. We finished Mortal Kombat 9. Johnny Cage is going to neatly summarize the events of that game in case you missed it. And we're going to hop right into story mode. And it's pretty much same deal as Mortal Kombat 9, where we'll be fighting, you know, each chapter a different character. They did a better job with this one. Not that there's anything wrong with the MK9 story mode, because I love the MK9 story mode, but this one is balanced a little bit better, and the big thing is there's no 2-on-1 fights, which were annoying as hell in Mortal Kombat 9. So, we are on easy, because I know even less characters in this game in story mode than I did in Mortal Kombat 9. Pretty much every single character I know anything with in this game, with the exception of 2, are not in story mode. So, I also don't trust my ability to talk and hold a engaging, slew of commentary, while also being able to fight the AI competently and not get completely bodied. But that's okay, we're gonna start a new game. I don't care about my progress, and we're gonna hop right into it.
Millions of years ago, Shinnok, one of the Elder Gods, turned on his fellow deities and invaded the Earthrealm. Raiden and the Elder Gods stopped Shinnok, locked him up in the Netherrealm. Others followed in Shinnok's footsteps, like Outworld's Emperor Shao Kahn, who was obsessed with conquering Earthrealm. So Raiden convinced the Elder Gods to enact the Mortal Kombat tournament as a way to even the odds, give Earthrealm a chance. For generations, Shao Kahn followed the Elder Gods' rules. The war moved to the arena, where he sent his toughest fighters to challenge Raiden's greatest defenders in Mortal Kombat. 2 years ago, we beat him. But Shao Kahn wasn't ready to lose. He violated the rules of Mortal Kombat and invaded Earthrealm. Most of Earth's defenders, our friends, were killed, turned into evil undead warriors. Despite the odds, we stopped Shao Kahn's invasion. As punishment, the Elder Gods destroyed him.
Excuse me, sorry.
We thought the long nightmare was over, but it turns out that Shinnok had been manipulating events. Shao Kahn's invasion, his death. All part of Shinnok's plan to escape the Netherrealm and resume his war on the Elder Gods.
Alright, so this game picks up pretty much almost immediately after MK9. And as Johnny Cage explained, Shinnok is now invading Earthrealm because he's an asshole. And of course with him he's got Quan Chi and all our friends from the last game who died because Raiden was an idiot. Anyway, the timeline in these games, it's been kind of established retroactively that MK9 took place all in the 90s. And this game takes place, like this scene right here I would assume is probably like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Destination, dead ahead.
Set her down nice and easy for me.
Don't I always?
If by always you mean not once. Major?
So as you can probably tell, they recasted a lot of voice actors in this game. I believe they recasted them all again in MK11, but we'll see.
All right, you have the rendezvous coordinates. Far into the forest. From there, we access the portal to Raiden's Sky Temple.
Where there's an angry former Elder God and his devils waiting for us.
Gods, portals, flying demons.
I know, right?
Blind guys with magic swords.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves.
The world has changed. For the worse, if we do not expel Shinnok from Raiden's temple. He means to poison Earthrealm's life force, the Jinsei.
And we're not gonna let that happen.
Kenshi and I appreciate the Major allowing us to join you. We're happy to help kick Shinnok's bony ass back to the Netherrealm.
Ooh. That didn't sound good. So I am playing this on PC, but I am using a PS4 controller. And I did manage to fix my problem from MK9, where I now have PS4 button prompts. And that's going to be very important in a second, as you'll see. Because this game has something that I absolutely despise. Also, Scorpion in his MK9 outfit, pretty cool. It has quick time events, which I hate. Alright, so circle. Circle again. Okay. Triangle. There we go. Well, so my controller might become unplugged at some points because my wire is a little funky, so if that happens, please bear with me. I'm sorry. Ooh, who's this? What? It is Sub Zero in a human form again. So basically, they don't explain this at all in the game, but in the Mortal Kombat X comic, you find out that Quan Chi took like one look at Cyber Sub-Zero and was like, I don't like this at all, you're kind of a scrub. So he made Sub-Zero a completely new body. And that's what it is right here. So this Sub-Zero, technically, might not look a damn thing like how he originally even looked. Like, Quan Chi probably didn't know what Kuai Liang looked like. He just made a new body that he thought was pretty cool. So that's the deal with why Sub-Zero is a human being again. Sup? Oh, the nut punch. I mean, the thing about these QuickTime event scenes is they are kind of fun. It's just I hate QuickTime events. I've always been that way. I always hated QuickTime events in anything. They're the bane of my existence. And in this game, there's also the fact that they're a little pointless because you don't really get anything if you succeed and do them correctly, except for like coins and a title. But no, there's like no effect on the actual story. Whereas I believe if you mess up way too much,
The end is near. Getting a little ahead of yourself, aren't you?
if you mess up way too much, then what'll happen is I think you have less health at the start. All right, so let's see if I remember how to do anything with Johnny Cage. Alright, Scorpion, I see how it is. So, one thing they also did is, one thing about the Mortal Kombat games is they never keep the same button inputs consistent at all. So, you know, that's the one thing I wish they would just do. Like, I can't tell you how many times Scorpion's spear has flipped, flipped back and forth between being like back forward punch and then it's back punch, other games and stuff. So,
Thank you and good night.
like, all of Johnny's kick moves use a different button than they did in MK9. Also, each character has different variations, as you can see. And Johnny Cage's is called A-List. And each character in this game has 3. And the thing about them is they're a cool concept, but in practice, how it usually ends up is one character every character tends to have one really good variation, and then the other 2 are usually just kinda okay to crap.
Gotta get back to the chopper. Sonya, get out of there!
Ooh. Frosty. Uh-oh. You know, Sub-Zero, this game has running for a reason. If you just ran up to him, you would have got to him in time, but...
That was unpleasantly cold.
Oh yeah, so like I was just saying about the cutscene, is there is running in this game. Whoops. And you use that to extend combos, so... The dashing is like super ineffective in this game. Now that is like the one string I actually know as Johnny Cage, so you're gonna see that a lot. Right, although I believe I can... What is it? It's that, and then... Nah, see, so you can cancel moves with runs in this game too. But I'm not really good with any character in this game except for... Well, in story mode, the only one you're gonna see me do anything complicated with is probably Sub Zero when we get to his chapter. Because unlike Mortal Kombat 9, I played mostly in Mortal Kombat 9 I played a mix of a lot of different characters because I couldn't really find one I actually really loved until Rain came out as DLC. So unlike that, in this game I kind of settled on Sub Zero right away and played almost exclusively Sub Zero. So, when we get to Sub-Zero, I'll be able to be somewhat competent in this, but right now, it's kind of just watching a toddler play. But remember, the reason I'm playing this in the first place is really just for the story, and also, I want to get the footage for when I inevitably need it for Mortal Kombat videos in the future, you know? Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about with my controller issues. Sorry about that.
You okay?
We fared better than the men.
Add him to the list of things Shinnok will answer for.
So here we have our first of many cameos in this story mode. The character Fujin first appeared in Mortal Kombat 4. Well, actually, no. First appeared in Mortal Kombat Mythologies, where he was the boss of the Wind Temple. And he is the god of wind on Earth, and in Mortal Kombat 4, Raiden is promoted to an Elder God at the end of Mortal Kombat 3. And Fujin was supposed to take over as Protector of Earthrealm. But then Raiden comes back to Earthrealm when Shinnok invades Earthrealm, and Fujin is just kind of like, oh, okay. So, Fujin kind of fights alongside Raiden. And then, at the end of Mortal Kombat 4, Raiden's like, okay, I'm gonna go back to being an Elder God. And Fujin becomes the Protector of Earthrealm. Until Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, where Raiden decides he doesn't want to be an Elder God anymore because he has to come back and save Earthrealm again, and we never saw Fujin again. Actually, we saw him again in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, but I don't even remember the role he played.
Refortify the portal's defenses below.
No, Fujin. It is too late.
Oh no. It's Quan Chi.
Mighty gods of Earthrealm.
You befoul these hallowed grounds, Quan Chi. Be gone.
Surely you are pleased to see your friends.
Alright, so here's more cameos. Stryker, Sindel, Cabal. You remember them from MK9?
Deaths. I returned them to life.
A life worse than death.
One you will soon share, and my lord himself shall witness your fall.
So those are also characters who are not actually in the game. They are just cameos in the story mode. You're going to see a lot of them, and I'll try to point them out whenever they show up and tell you a little bit about them if there's someone we haven't met in MK9. So here's Smoke and Jax, also dead from the last game because Sindel killed everybody. And here's Nightwolf.
Nightwolf.
That's him.
There.
Smoke. Smoke is dead. I am a Nenra.
So here's a little trivia for you. The reason Smoke calls himself a Nenra in this game, people think like he changed his name to a Nenra and the character's called a Nenra now. No. The character is still called Smoke. The thing is... Alright, I gotta fight Jax, but I'll talk while I fight Jax.
The real Jax wouldn't punch his best friend.
Johnny Cage, killing you will be a pleasure.
So, in Smoke's Mortal Kombat 9 ending, it gets revealed that Smoke was actually killed as a child by cultists. But his body was then possessed by a Japanese demon called an Nenra, which is like a smoke demon. And that brought his body back to life, and presumably also the small child as well. And essentially now that Smoke is dead, the child is dead. So, well, the child that grew into a man is dead. What is Nut Punch? Okay, that's Nut Punch. That's good to know. So the child that called itself Smoke is dead. But the demon that is inhabiting Smoke's body is obviously still there. So that's why he refers to himself as a Nenra. Now, naturally, it can be assumed that when Smoke inevitably gets brought back to life or ends up in, like, his weird cyber demon form, like he was in Mortal Kombat Deception, if you remember that. Jax, please stop. Then maybe he'll go back to be called Smoke, but I highly doubt they're gonna change that character's name to a Nenra. There we go. Oh, we messed that one up. That's alright. Jax, please stay off of me. I'm a little sicky as shit. Especially because I don't really know how to play.
We're gonna fix you someday. Well, nice seeing them again.
Yeah, it was a happy little reunion.
Sonya, that's not him.
Yeah. Except it is, but... They're talking about Jax, obviously, not Smoke. I guess I should tell you a little bit about Kenshi. So, Kenshi made his debut in Deadly Alliance.
Yes. The elevator.
And...
Sento contains the souls of my ancestors.
Thank you, Kenshi. I was waiting for him to say that. Kenshi has a magic sword that, like he said, contains the souls of his ancestors. Originally, Kenshi was led to that sword by Shang Tsung, who was hoping to harvest the souls from the sword. But when Kenshi discovered it, he was blinded, but he gained control over the sword, and it gave him telepathy. Now, originally, Kenshi was not telekinetic. Instead, he was taught telekinesis by Ermac. However, this game this timeline kind of retcons that and just makes it so Kenshi was always telekinetic.
Close the door.
Open the reach!
I always laughed at this because it's like, Raiden has very easy, clear shots on all these guys, but why is he missing? Why is his aim so inaccurate? I guess there has to be some type of tension. Also, fun fact, Quan Chi's first appearance, I found this out, well, it's something I had known but had completely forgotten about, because I was looking up just general trivia to talk about tonight, and Quan Chi's first appearance was actually in the cartoon Defenders of the Realm. And it was a character invented for that show, and they liked him so much they made him into an actual character. Just thought that was a little interesting. And here's the big bad himself, Shinnok.
Legacy
Looking as stupid as ever.
Poison their hearts with hope.
And what do you offer? The same as you did millennia ago, when you betrayed your fellow Elder Gods and attacked Earthrealm. We stopped you then, imprisoned you in the Netherrealm. We will do so again.
Remove the shadow from the light. The shadow grows. The legacy of life is death, Raiden. My followers accept this and live on. They fight for me.
I'll say. Oof, Raiden, good thing you're a god, huh? Oh no! So Fujin never actually made it into this game as a playable character, which is unfortunate, because he was highly requested amongst the people for DLC to be in the combat packs. Now, unfortunately, instead with this game, they like showered this game with guest characters. Like, out of the 8 DLC characters, 4 of them were guest characters. And I mean, I get that people like the guest characters, and I'm not opposed to them. I just would have preferred more Mortal Kombat characters in this game. Oh no! Somebody save them! Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Didn't see you there.
Miserable wretch! Insignificant speck of feculent scum! How dare you!
In case you don't know what he just said, he pretty much just called Johnny Cage a piece of shit.
That is mine!
Yeah, if you say so, Shinnok.
Ready?
As always.
So that right there is a little bit of a shout out to the choreography in The Matrix, if you've seen the final scene of that movie. And I always thought that little joke would have worked better if they had Shinnok do that against Kenshi, because there's a lot of jokes about how Kenshi is very reminiscent of Keanu Reeves, especially how he looks in the 3rd Matrix movie. So, missed opportunity there, but still enjoyable.
I'm not sure what just happened to me, but I am sure of this. You don't even think of hurting her.
Yeah, you tell him, Johnny. Alright, Shinnok. Oh. Of course, the second I let go of block, you're on me like a hot potato. Oh yeah, so I forgot to even mention, so what A-List does is it lets Johnny Cage charge up his energy moves. Why? I don't know. I don't even know if it's really practical to charge them up unless you want to get like a raw hit with them. But in my experience, like, you're better off comboing into them, I would imagine. I don't know. I didn't play a lot of Johnny Cage in this game. I wasn't really big on how they changed up a lot of his combos in this game. He played like nothing like how he did in MK9. Like, he was a ton of fun in MK9. Oh, he also has... The one thing they did keep, though, is he has that unblockable still. We're gonna hit him with our X-ray. Oh, he blocked it. Oh, yeah, I should mention they brought back well, they brought over interactables from Injustice. So you saw me throw the pot against Shinnok there. Whoops. Alright, let me focus. Let me not lose on easy, because that would just be embarrassing. Hey. Are you serious? Are we serious right now? Is this really gonna happen? Is this really gonna happen? Why did I run? What are you doing, Johnny? Why do you keep doing that? Hey. We're gonna lose on easy. This is embarrassing. Alright. This is going well. This is gonna be a good Let's Play.
You don't even think of hurting her.
Hey, come on. Just stop it, Shinnok. Burn the meter. There you go. Body him in the corner. Oh, we missed.
Hope someone got a shot of that.
Oh, I meant to do the high fireball. There we go. Put him back in the corner. You only have to run out of the corner away from me, Shinnok. Oh, that missed. Oh, just stop, Shinnok. Please. Ow. Hey. Of course. The minute I press a button. I always hated fighting game AI, just from the way they're programmed.
You really are a fallen Elder God.
Like, fighting the AI in a fighting game is never like fighting an actual person. So it's not good practice. If you think you can beat the AI well, you're gonna struggle against an actual human being. And if you can beat an actual human being pretty well, the AI is probably going to throw you for a loop, especially on higher difficulties. Now, I'm only on easy because I'm a pleb and I don't know how to play this video game. But I'm sure anybody who has played any of the higher difficulties is like a Bandai Namco fighting game where the AI just reads every single input and has perfect reaction time to everything. I think you know that frustration.
Yeah, we got him.
Remain here. The Chamber's properties will heal Sonya Blade in short order.
Quan Chi and the others, they're gone. A surge of power within the chamber overwhelmed my senses.
We can deal with Quan Chi later, Kinshi.
We've netted a bigger prize this day.
That we did.
Shinnok's amulet. And within it, old fish face himself.
Let us take the amulet to the Elder Gods.
They cannot destroy it. No one can.
They might offer counsel. Shinnok can never escape.
The war is not over. Quan Chi has escaped. Why are you smiling?
She called me Johnny. Raiden told me later that I'm descended from some Mediterranean war cult. Bred as warriors for the gods. I've never been able to resummon that green halo. Raiden thinks it was triggered when I saw a loved one about to die. How about you, Cassie? Can you summon anything like that? Or did it skip a generation?
Take it easy, Jin.
We didn't need a halo in Darfur, or Iran, or Kurdistan. Did we, Jackie?
Nope, we didn't. Shaolin monks ever send you there, Jen?
I've seen plenty of action. Takeda and I both. Stuff that blow your special forces mind. At ease. You're all here because you deserve to be. You're beautiful and unique snowflakes. Now, as I'm sure you're unaware, judging from the lack of gift cards, today is our team's 6-week anniversary. Secretary Blake says he's pleased with our progress. You could spit in his hair and he'd be pleased with our progress.
He was smart enough to have Mr. Cage put this team together.
I'm glad the Shura Ryu chose me to join. New places, new faces.
Oh.
As the secretary pointed out, us older folks are gonna retire someday. So it's time for your generation to step up. Shaolin, Shirai Ryu, SF. Together. For your team's first mission, you're going to the Lin Kuei Temple. We haven't heard from the Grand Master in a while, so we need to make sure he's still on our side. That he's got our backs if things flare up again with Outworld. You need to bring him in, but don't be surprised if Sub-Zero's not willing to cooperate.
Why be worried about Outworld? I thought Kotal Khan respected the Reiko Accords.
He does, but he's facing a civil war. The rebels win, those accords will be history.